Highlight of the garden is our tomatoes. So this is the garden I made. Harvested a few cherry tomatoes and
Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
got good ones here. Some of the larger variety. Got a Berkeley tie-dyed and what I'm calling a big boy. Most of these were supposed to be 1-pounders. So I got several more of those still on the vine, but these are getting pretty ripe, and I don't want the birds or the
How many different
rabbits to get
varieties of tomatoes are you growing?
at least 4, actually 5. So we've got the tie-dyed, we've got big boys, we've got yellow cherry tomatoes, red cherry tomatoes, the smaller variety of just regular tomatoes, and somewhere in here there's an orange tomato.
That's fine. Okay. I'm here with my friend Larry to talk about how do you garden. So Larry, share with us what level of gardening do you consider yourself?
I'm a medium to early gardener, but my dad had a garden after we got married, and he had a garden in his backyard that he had a lot of good luck with. So I'm kind of taking after my dad, I'll say that.
Good. So Larry, do you consider your dad one of your gardening mentors?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he had all kinds of great stuff, and he did composting on his own. Had a compost pile that he built, the compost, I'll say, apparatus for it, and he did all kinds of stuff with that. That's where he got most of his dirt, was out of his compost. After he mowed and cut stuff, he just put it in there, and he had a huge pile of compost that he did every day. Every
Do
year.
you have any other gardening mentors?
Bodie.
Well, thank you very much.
I always come to Bodie with questions and looking for help and assistance, and always checking
Well,
with him.
share
on
with
stuff.
us what you've learned from the DIY Home and Garden Projects channel.
Well, just let's see. How one, mainly the growing span in Dallas, Texas for tomatoes, because it is very short. If you don't get it started early, it's just not going to happen. You're not going to have tomatoes.
That's a lot of the viewers don't understand that, and that's why a lot of people don't have successful tomato crops.
Right.
So Larry, what do you enjoy most about gardening?
The end product. I like the tomatoes.
Oh, I think we all do that. Yeah. And you saw it earlier in the video, the amount of tomatoes Larry's producing out of this small garden.
Yeah.
It's amazing. He's done a fabulous job. Larry, do you have a favorite public garden?
Favorite public garden. I won't say, yeah, I like the church's garden.
Okay.
That's a great, and that's really where all of this came from, is the church did I'll call it a neighborhood garden, and just the idea of that kind of spread, and it's like, I can do this in the backyard. It'd be a nice thing to try.
Mm-hmm. Have you undertaken?
So we've moved in 3 years ago. The yard was a mess. There was an old plastic shed that we tore down, and I built this shed about 6 months into the house. Completed. You can see this bed that goes pretty much all the way around the backyard, but it's taken us 2 years to get the backyard in shape. I can walk around the backyard now barefooted. Feels great. All the grass is in.
Yeah.
So this is my next project. My wife bought this Martin house online. We're gonna put it over in the far corner. I've got to put a base in there, so I'll have to put Quikrete down with some 2 steel L's in to support it. This is going to be on about a 12-foot 4x4.
So we're rolling.
So this is our herb garden. We've got some oregano, some thyme, some mint, some flat leaf parsley, and some basil, and some chives.
How do you keep the rabbits out of here, Larry?
So my wife heard that they don't like human hair, so she went to her hairstylist and
Look
asked
over
her
here.
to save some hair. And so we we are putting hair in spots where the rabbits eat. So we've got a variety of spinach down here, and the rabbits have particularly like that. And so we put some hair in there. You'll see it some other places as well.
So if you like this video, be sure to subscribe down below and come back and see us real soon.